Hello. Um, so this is quite interesting. Um, okay. Haven't done this in a while, so I needed to check my audio. Um, Hello. Um, so I'm gonna start off this whole stream thing, um, by saying one thing. What I'm going to be talking about in this stream covers some pretty dark things, such as depression, mental sicknesses, and suicide. If nobody is comfortable with hearing that now or at any point, please click off the stream now, because I'm not going to butcher words here. I'm going to tell it like it is. So, I've been gone for a long time, and it's different to my normal hiatuses because most of the time it is caused by a kind of depression that comes from a fear or a similar feeling of imposter syndrome, which I've already talked about before. So it's weird, to say the least. As you can see, I have turned off chat for this first stream. I'm considering, once this stream is live, leaving it up for a day or two and then taking it down again. But I'm not entirely sure. Back in September of 2022, something happened that would change my life forever. It is a thing that nobody knows about except for close family and two of the closest people in my life. So, I've already made 2 videos on it, showing off and telling what happened. But I just couldn't bring myself to release those videos. Because I always felt that even when I'm divulging things, they feel staged. It just doesn't feel right. So instead of telling something the truth while feeling like I've got a shroud over me, I'm just not going to do it anymore. I'm not. Not anymore. I'm not going to hide myself from the truth, whether I'm the one speaking it or not. Back in September, something happened, like I said, that would change my life forever. Back in September of 2022, I believe it was the 29th, my grandfather, who I believe was 89 years old, passed away. It is a difficult subject to talk about. Because he is one of the closest people in my life, and he is one of the roots of the tree that I am. And when he passed away, I don't know how to deal with it. It always reminds me of a song whenever I think of him. It's funny because this band that the song comes from always talks about things like political and worldly things. And yet they get real every so often. The band I'm talking about is Megadeth. I've been listening to them for 15 years or so. They have a song that is titled I'll Be There. And it always makes me think of a few people in my life. And of the past almost 2.5 years, it makes me think of my grandpa. The lyrics to one point of the song go like this. You saw me slide, you saw me fall. We kept our pride through it all. When skies are dark, no sun shines through. I'll be there. I'll be there for you. You saw me slide, you saw me fall. That is a very true statement because a few times I would have to go over to my grandma and grandpa's house, which is just right next door. And I've had to go and pick my grandpa off the floor multiple times. The first time, it was hard to say. But we believe it was because he had a stroke. He said he felt fine and everything. It was just odd. Because he never fell. He would always lose his balance. But that was usually when he was kneeling down or on something. We were always worried that he'd be in his back garage and he'd fall over on, and whether he'd be conscious or not, he'd just be back there for hours before anyone would check on him. Luckily, that never happened. But I'm not going to go into too detail because the last two times I tried to announce this, I went into so much detail that I ended up taking 20 minutes just talking about it. I don't want to divulge too much now because I'm afraid if I do, I won't be able to stop. So, the reason I've been gone is because not so much of a imposter syndrome anymore. It's now been a sort of, am I even worth enough sort of feeling. It's hard to say. It's hard to say exactly what I think. But my mind has gone downhill dramatically. And it's because of my grandpa's passing. It's because of what led up to it. It's because of things like work and just life in general. Everything counts up one by one by one by one by one until you hit 100%. And it's hard when you start hitting 80. It's hard when you start hitting 60. When you hit 80, it feels unbearable. And I don't know how exactly to say this, but I feel I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for a couple of things. And I don't want to steer anyone wrong. I don't mean how do I want to say? I don't mean that because I'm, because of this, I've just gone off of YouTube or I've gone off of social media in general. I've been on Twitter for most of the time just watching the world happen, seeing what happens via tags or retweets or the occasional popular tweet. I even clicked a couple popular tweets that popped up and was like, what's going on here? But if it weren't for a couple things in my life, I would not be here. I would not be here on this earth. My brain has gone into the pits for so deep. And it's hard to say exactly where it is now. That being said, I have found some things to fight for. And I'm going to do my hardest. I'm going to try my hardest to fight for them. I want to ask you guys something, and this is a personal question of mine. I want you guys to think about something. Think about something real hard. Do you guys know the feeling of feeling a metal blade against your arm? It's a weird feeling. I've once in the past felt that feeling. And during these last few months, I've thought of that feeling multiple times. And I do have to show that there are no marks. There are no marks on me. So you do not have to worry if I've done it or not. I have not. And I think that comes down to not liking pain. And I think that's just a human response. But of my whole life, I've never liked pain. You all see, how do I want to say this? You guys, as viewers, you all see a side of me that is a mask. A simple mask. All you guys see is Purple Citizen. And that is not my name. My name is not Purple Citizen. My name is not Purple. My name is not Sora. My name is Dylan, and I am a normal human being of the planet Earth. I am not from the nation of Planeptune and worship a goddess that works off of share energy. I worship a god who is eternal. It is a weird feeling. because I feel like every day I am tested, whether be it by my God, by the world, or by the devil. And that's not to say that this this whole thing is different. I have thought about it multiple times, as I've said, but I've never done it. And it's weird. I say weird because I have feelings like that because of certain things. Because of what's happened just a couple months ago, what's happening now, and what's happened in my past. My past is not sunshine and rainbows like you would expect a little kid to have. It is filled with not understanding who or what I am. And it is a weird thing because I don't know when I will reveal the actual thing. I thought about it for some time now, revealing what is wrong. But something is wrong that is unfixable, uncurable. And it is not a disease in the general sense of the term. It is strange. I am not normal. I am not normal. I will probably never be normal. Let's be honest. That'd be a very interesting thing. But it's hard to talk about things like this because I don't know how much to divulge and I don't know how much to keep. And I don't know exactly what is the right amount to reveal. And I understand that after a certain time, after a certain amount of stuff I revealed, YouTube might just be like, hey, shut that up. But I'm not one to pull punches. I've only done that the past few years on the channel because I understand that everyone gets butthurt about every certain thing. So let me just say these things, and I'll be done with the topics. Everyone gets butthurt about very specific things. Usually when it comes to politics, races, genders, all the very normal, touchy things that people get angry over. So let me say a few things, and you will get a sense for who I am based on my answers. Do you vote? No. How many genders or sexes are there in the world? 2. Male and female. Is it wrong to change your gender under any circumstances? Yes. I don't know everyone who is in the world. Let's be honest. No. Not even close. But I have friends from around the world. Jeez. So, like I said, I have friends from different parts of the world. I have friends from California. I have friends from Canada. I have friends from, I want to say Wisconsin. I have friends from as far as the Netherlands. I have friends in weird parts of the world I never thought. one more person to interrupt me, please. Please, I beg of you. Okay, so where was I? I don't remember. Basically, what I am saying is I am very normal when it comes to my head. Now, does that mean that when someone says something that I don't believe in, that I immediately chastise them and say that they're wrong? No. But if someone asks me, do you believe in what I believe, when they say stuff like that, then I will tell them, no, I don't believe in that stuff. It's a weird thing, because I don't believe in what most people believe nowadays. And I understand that people are going to have a problem with it. But, with that being said, I also understand that things are weird with things as that. So, here's what I mean. In the past, with certain videos I've made, I've always said some things like, try to keep the channel PG and try to accept you, and whenever I have video ideas, I'll check the comments to see if you guys also think what I think. And in retrospect, I do check the comments to see if you guys are on the same page as I am. That being said, however, it's always hindered me, because certain games I want to play that don't follow what I've said. I've always wanted to cover things, most of the time being either video games or anime. And I've always wanted to cover things that how do I say? It is strange. Here's what's going to happen. I'm still going to look at the comments to see your guys' take on things. But it's not going to affect me anymore. I understand that I can't cater to everyone. But I'm going to try my hardest to make every single person that comes to my channel, I'm going to make sure that they leave happy. That has been the basis of the channel from the time that I started it. All I want to do is make sure that when you leave a video of mine, that you leave satisfied, if not happy. With that being said, yes, some videos are not going to be I'm trying to think of the right term, but basically what I'm saying is they're not going to beat around the bush. There are going to be some things in here, in the videos that I talk about, or that I review, or that I even play games of, that I'm going to look at something and go, and say something to the effect of, wow, that's kind of freaky, or wow, that's really weird, or oh god, I don't like that, when it comes to those kinds of topics. And it's not because I'm afraid to talk about them, it's because I don't want to talk about them, because they're not real. It's becoming more and more real now that people are accepting of it more. But with that being said, it's not good. Look at any singular religion, and I understand that most people don't like to talk about religion for one reason or the other. But we have to face it here eventually, because eventually we will see a God. The God. The God who created all of us. We will eventually see him, and he will judge us very harshly. And I understand that people do not understand what I'm talking about sometimes. It is strange to talk to someone who doesn't see eye to eye with you, whether be it with politics, with religion, with beliefs outside of religion. It's strange, but I will end up looking at something or seeing something or even hearing something and say, that's not right, or that's creepy, or that's weird. I mean, I've done it with friends. I've done it with some of my, closest friends, whether it be it on Discord or like IRL. I've done it with some of my closest friends that I've just spewed out what I believed and had someone look at me as if to say, dude, what the heck? As if to say, that's not right. Like, you shouldn't believe that. When what they're believing in is stuff of today. And I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to mince words. I'm not going to tiptoe around people's feelings. I'm going to call it like it is. I'm going to call it like I believe. As weird as the world feels to me now, I feel fine right now. And it's weird with the things happening. My mind is in the gutter, sometimes in one way or another. And I've eventually pulled myself out of it. And yet I'm afraid that one day I won't be able to pull myself out of it. It's scary when you wake up one day and think, I'm useless. And then later that night, you think I'm the greatest person ever. So, with that being said, I'm not going to mince words. I'm not going to tiptoe around people's feelings and religions and politics. I'm just going to say it like it is. I'm going to say what I believe. And if you don't like it, I'm sorry, but you can't change me. Only I can change me. And I'm not going to change myself anymore. I've been doing that for what feels like 5 years. Not gonna do that anymore. Not anymore. You're gonna see the real me for what I am. A massive freaking nerd who loves anime and video games and occasionally makes a video. Because let's be perfectly honest, making a video nowadays is so annoying. I used to just be able to make a video, record facecam with the video, and then import it into Movie Maker and splice it up a couple times and be perfectly fine. Nowadays, can't really do that anymore because if I do that, then my videos are gonna crap. So like I've said in the past multiple times, I'm trying to find an editor, but it's just so freaking hard. And I understand that I'll have to pay them, which is I have to talk that out once I actually find someone interested. So actually, yeah. Now that I say that, if anyone is interested in being my editor, I will say DM me over on Twitter. My Twitter is Purple Citizen. I believe it's at Purple Citizen, or is that Sora? It is at Purple Citizen. I believe. Actually, now that I think about it, it is it is at Purple Citizen, and my name is Twitter. Or my name is Sora. God, freaking dang, freaking piece of freaking. My name is Sora. My @ is Purple Citizen. Purple_citizen. If anyone is looking to become an editor for me, just look at my videos, and if you want to be one of my editors that will edit in the same-ish editing style, then I will just you reach out to me on Twitter via DMs, and I will check out any possible stuff you see. I will say to try to post a few works of yours to basically have an idea of what you do. So kind of similar to a resume, honestly. I'd say to DM me over on Twitter and link me or just share a couple of your works, so then I know what to expect of your editing style, and maybe I can work with you. And then after that, we can talk about things like pay and, times and whatever. How to get it to you. But with that being said, that's pretty much the cutoff point there. I don't know really what to talk about anymore because what it feels like is the first 20 minutes of this stream, of this announcement, has been basically really down in the toilet in sense of feeling. Nowadays, or now like the last 20 minutes has just been me rambling. So with that being said, I hope everyone who is seeing this understands where I'm coming from. There's a reason why I've been gone, and it's not just a normal hiatus. It is something properly wrong has happened, and I'm not going to divulge too much, not yet anyway. I may later down the line, but that's a time for a later date. So, with that being said, I hope everyone has been satisfied with my announcement today. I pray that everyone understands what I'm going through and what I think. And I understand that with what I've said today, some people are angry, some people might be disappointed, some people might just be plain dissatisfied. And I understand. So, if you want to leave, if you want to go and do whatever it is else you want to do on YouTube, I understand. I just hope that I've made you happy in the time that I've been here. So, with that being said, my name is Dylan, and I will see you guys next time where I'm not Purple Citizen. I am me. I am me. I've got some things planned in the future. Some things I don't know how to do, but I feel that with time, I'll start to learn how to do things. And if nothing else, I can always watch the pros. So, thank you everyone so much for watching this announcement. And I will see you guys later. When next time you see me, I am not an internet character. I am a real person. I'm a real boy. I'm such an idiot. Thank you.